Oh. Who is your tree? And who is your tiger?
My tiger.
Whoa.
The University of Rwanda-College of Education has recently organized a 5-day workshop to develop model lesson plans and a teacher guide for continuous professional development CPD certificate in teaching and learning using music, dance, and drama. The workshop took place at UR Remera campus under support of UR Mobile for Peace MAP project. It brought together a team of URCE lecturers, master trainers in MAP methodology, who are secondary school teachers in Rwamagana district, officials from the Rwanda Art Council representing music, dance and drama federations, and one official from the Institute of Research and Dialogue for Peace. Participants were assigned to produce lesson plans for mathematics, biology, chemistry, physics, history, English, Kinyarwanda, and literature, and to develop a teacher guide in teaching using music, dance, and drama for the same subjects. After working tirelessly and in working groups, from the following concerned subjects and participants' expertise, a plenary session was organized for the presentations of the work done, followed by discussions.
The emphasis used in this lesson to me seems not clear enough. Okay. Whether you are using drama, I don't see much of it as a driver of the lesson throughout. That's something we have to think about, and we have to think together as to how we can make this visible. And as Florence suggested, I tend to have the same impression as well. Like the teacher is again doing everything throughout. And yet that's what you don't wish to happen. So if I suspect your lesson would, I guess, your expectation in this lesson, designing this lesson, it's show how we can teach the circles using drama.
Yes.
Okay? But I guess the task we have here is to say, how best can we do that without leaving the teacher at the center? And the drama play the mediating role.
Yeah.
The drama playing the mediating role.
Yes.
The teacher being a facilitator simply there, but the whole drama driving the whole process.
After developing lesson plans for all 8 subjects, the participants also developed one common teacher guide which will be used in the delivery of those subjects. The final step was that of micro-teaching lessons done on the developed lesson plans. To do so, one participant played the role of the teacher, while others were supposed to be his or her students. As it is the objective of this CPD, every working group had also to look for the appropriate resources of music, dance, and drama, which will accompany each lesson.
How are you?
We are fine.
Okay. Have you enjoyed your lunch?
Yes.
Ah, nice, nice. Clap for the lunch. Yeah, I enjoyed it myself. It was nice. The cook is a specialist one. All right, that's good. As you know, this afternoon we have a class of literature.
Yes.
Do you like literature?
Yes.
Ah, okay, good. You clap for literature. That sounds interesting. You know, today we are on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and I told you that on Wednesday we will have a brilliant lesson, and you are going to see after the lesson we tell you.
Wow.
Yeah, good. So, as usual, I ask some people to come here.
Yeah.
Not all of you, because the space is small. I'm going to point to some of your colleagues. They come here and you follow what they are doing.
Yeah.
Of course, when they are here, you are also learning.
Okay.
Yeah. And next time, it will be your turn if you don't come here today.
Okay.
Yes, Wigiro, can you come? Emmanuel? You want to come?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Adelphine? Solange? 1, 2, 3. Others who want to come, raise your hand. Okay. Welcome. Jean-Marie? Come, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Others you are going to follow, but they need. This young man, I like him very much. He can come because on Wednesday he's very, very active.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. But don't. When I say I like him, it's because on Wednesday he said that he's energized. Like all of you, you are my students. You are my children.
Yeah.
You know it. All right, you are going to follow what they are going to do.
Yeah.
All right. So let me stand here so that you can follow me.
Yeah.
The activity you are going to do, it is about telling a story. Yes. Anyone can start telling that story And when he or she is telling the story, another one who wants to continue telling the same story, he says freeze. Are we together? When he says freeze, then he or she stops telling the story, and the one who says freeze continues the story. And he tells the story, another person says, or another student says freeze. And then he or she freezes, and then you continue telling the story. It means to say freeze means it's like stop. Okay. I want to continue telling the story. You don't say you want to continue telling the story. When he stops, you tell the story. But that story should have a kind of chain and logic. Is it understandable? Any has a question about clarification? Yes.
So does it mean that the one who is taking over continues the same story?
Yes, the same story. Continue the same story, but using your own words. Yes. But if another says, please you stop. And he continues. I think it is clear now.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Who volunteers to start? Okay. Emmanuel. Emmanuel can start the story.
Yeah. My name is Emmanuel. I just want to tell you a true story. When I was 10 years old, I was in senior 5. I used to go to school alone. One day, I met 2 young people. They just wanted to fight me, but I was somehow very strong.
Please. Then I was lucky that 2 women came and they asked what the boys wanted to do to me. And I was crying. Then I explained that they wanted to beat me. And
Please. Actually, I did not talk much because I was very angry. I wanted to see them at least being beaten like the way they wanted to beat me.
Stop, please. Though I was very angry, but the women were very kind. One took me in one side and another one took me on the other side.
Please.
They carried.
So during that time, they took me into their home, they gave me food, and I ended up by forgetting that someone was stressing me outside. And then I slept, they gave me bed to sleep, until the following morning, when I waked up, and then continued my journey to school, very safely. And then, when I reached the school, the same boys were there.
Freeze. When I was in school, they were there, and I went to the head teacher to tell him what had happened. When I started my story, all of them started to say, no, it is not us who did it.
Please. Later, they came to agree that they are the ones who assaulted me. Then the head teacher called for their parents. They came and they discussed the case, and then.
Please. Can you imagine? I was beaten, but they told me that I was wrong. Anyway, I did not mind about the situation because I know those guys are always violent. So I just wanted to go back and tell my parents to resolve everything because head teacher did not take care of my problem.
Freeze. Now, the story ends up here, and I want the whole class to clap for these people. But I want to ask you in 1 minute, what was the story? Do you remember the story that I've been telling?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay, good. If you remember, keep it in mind. I will ask you to tell that same story. Are we together?
Yes.
All right. Good. When you were telling the story, how was it in your mind? Anyone can say, these people who are here. Yes?
Yeah, I was feeling very happy just to share the story because I like telling stories.
Yes.
Thank you, teacher. I felt somehow upset because I remember the way those guys were dragging me on the way, wanting just to beat me. So I just remembered that situation and became a bit upset.
Good. Yes, Brigadier.
Yes, I was a bit worried. I was wondering if I couldn't break the flow of ideas.
Good. Now let me ask you another question. How did you succeed in making a chain of the story from the beginning up to the end? How did you succeed? Yes?
So for me, I was very lucky because at least the story, the way it started, is almost the same story all the people they meet at the young age. So then it was really started saying that it's a true story, and it was almost true for most of us.
Good.
Yeah.
Solange, can you say something about
Yes, I can say something. To be part of the storyteller, it is wanted to be active listener, to capture all of what was said. And when I wanted to say something, someone else had already reacted, and I was blocked. Yeah.
Yes. Jean-Marie, you want to say something?
Yes, it required me to follow well because that was a succession of things that happened, and I was keeping how the story actions followed each other so that I could just continue the story.
Okay, nice. You said something good. The story should have things which follow each other.
Yeah.
Are we together?
Yes.
All right. Mukingambeho, you want to say something? Yes? So that the stories, action can follow each other. What happened?
Yeah. For the story to succeed, the succession of the story to be successful, you need to be attentive, to listen from the intervention of different runners so that you can be able to continue. And in my mind, I was thinking what I will continue to say after the presenter.
Good. Jeremy,
Yes.
you want to say something?
Yeah. For me, to be able to add, to complete the story, of course, I was bearing in the mind the line of the story and even what my colleagues, the ideas my colleagues have been sharing. So I was adding mine.
Nice. You have said something interesting. Huh? The line. It means the story has a line?
Yes.
Yeah, good. The story has a line. It means in that line, what do you put in the line? Yes. Yes.
I think in that line we put there events.
Event. Clap for events. Let's clap for the whole group now. They said something interesting. A story should have a line, and in the line you put some events, some actions. Are we together?
Yes.
From the beginning to. Let me ask you. Now, there is a technical term we use to show that storyline and the actions you put there. Yes. Solange, do you know the term? The term we use to show that the story should have a line and some actions which are in that line.
For example, when you say that time, like that time, I was something like that.
Yeah, good.
Like an example.
Yes. Yeah, I was, it means it is an action you are going to do there where you are. And what I want to know, it is the term, the technical term we use it to show those things.
So does it, maybe I am guessing,
Yes,
so
yes.
does it mean sequence? Sequence of events?
This man should have done science because he brings some scientific term and we mix them with literature, sequences. Yes? But there is another term now used in proper literature.
You mean a connector?
Who wants to say it?
Me.
Let's listen.
Plot.
Clap for this. There is a technical term, class. That technical term, as I said, it is
Plot.
plot. Yeah, clap for the plot. Yes, you want to add something?
A plot, I think is a land. My parents have bought a plot. Is that a plot?
Of course, what he says is true. The word plot can also mean a piece of land. Do your parents have a piece of land?
Yes, they do.
They do?
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. But the plot we are talking about, I think it's not that one. Can you say the plot you...
Yeah, thank you. So also the story has a plot, and the plot is just the flow of events in the story. That's a line. How the events flow one from one another in the story.
Flowers. Yes. A story has a plot. Can you guess, class, can you guess, this was introduction. Can you guess the lesson of today? The proper lesson. It was introduction of the lesson, but now we are going to develop it. Can you guess? Yes?
I think we are going to learn storytelling.
Storytelling. Clap for him. We are going to learn about storytelling. That's true. And you have said that the story should have a plot. That is true what I said. But specifically, we are going to learn the plot of the story. Good. Now let me ask you. We have seen something about storyline, about the action, whatever. If I ask you to describe plot more than storyline, etc., how are you going to describe it? Yes.
Question is not clear, sir.
It's not clear. We have Ndayambaje say that today we are going to learn about storytelling. And then you have said that the story should have a plot. Today we are going to focus on the plot. Are we together? Now, let me ask you in pairs. Take like 1 minute. Yes? 1 minute in pairs. Are we together? You have 1 minute to discuss. The question is, according to you, how can you describe the plot of the story? All right. I think you have discussed. Any pair can give the answer. The pair, you raise your hand and then you say something on what you have been discussing. The pair of Gabriel and anyone can say.
Thank you. We have been discussing starting from what is a plot, referring to what our teacher has explained. So we have...
Oh, sorry, sister. You will be fine. Here I have something. Please go with it at your home. If you reach home, please take care of yourself. And I guess that you will be fine. Okay, sister? So relax. Relax. God loves you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Have a good journey.
Bye. Thank you
Bye.
so much.
Bye.
Let's clap for them.
Oh my God, I was hungry. I think there's food in here. Oh no, it's empty. Why did she want to?
Oh. How are you?
I'm not well.
What happened?
A woman promised me food and I found out there's no food in here.
Oh, very sorry.
And I'm very hungry.
You're very hungry?
Yeah.
Oh. Or do you mind if I took you home and just give you some food?
Yeah, of course. I'll be happy.
Just come.
Okay.
This is my home. So you take this banana.
Thank you so much.
Here is you know this is called the umushera.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I like Ushera.
Mm-hmm.
I eat my banana, then I drink the Ushera.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Now, how have you seen this story in 1 minute? I mean this activity of acting out the story, dramatizing the story. How have you seen this activity? Or what have you? Yes, Sylvestre?
Thank you, teacher. Very interesting, captivating. I liked the actors. Their way of acting actually demonstrated the actions that they wanted to highlight.
Thank you very much. You have said something, actions. And you have said that in the story that should be actions. Now, I want to ask Bosco, which actions have you seen there?
Yeah, I've seen a number of actions, like an action of crying, an action of giving some food, and the other actions like taking the one who was starving to a certain place to feed her. Those are like some of the actions I've seen.
Yes, let's clap for Bosco. Gapare?
Yes.
What Bosco has been saying about the action, which action is number one, which is the last action, according to the story which has been acted out here. Kapalea said that he's going to do another activity.
I was thinking about the next story.
The next story. Yes. Another person, which action? You have been following their students. Are we together? Yes. You have seen that the story is a chain of action. And say beginning, middle, end.
Yes.
Yes. They say there's some action in the story. How the action started? Action, yes.
The first action was one of crying, the second one given by someone else, and then after taking why she is given by someone to eat. Thank you.
Yes, clap for her. Now, I think you have understood what plot is. I want to, yes? Yes, yeah, you're right. But come back. Now, I need two persons. Are we together?
Yes.
We are toward the end of our lesson. Are we together? But we are going to try to conclude our lesson. Are we together? And in the conclusion, you have to show that you have learned something. I want two students, to come here, and I show them what to do. Yes, Germany, and you can come. I want to show, I'm going to show them what to do, to instruct them. One of these is going to be a translator. Are we together? But what does he translate? He translates the word of an expert. Who's going to be an expert? Who's going to translate?
Which language? First of all, which language?
The expert is going to use the Chichi language. Yes.
Chichi.
Do you understand Chichi language?
Yeah.
No. You don't, yeah, it's the Chichi language. That's why there is a translator. You know that you are good at English. Okay. Are we together? Yeah. You are good at English, and the translator is good at Chichi and the English. Yes? Yeah. And the expert, of course, is expert in storytelling, in the plot, etc. But he uses Chichi. Yeah, he's more experienced. All right, the floor is yours.
Hello, is everyone okay? I love you very much. So, as an expert in literature, especially storytelling, I'm going to explain to you more about plot. So, first of all, plot is a term which is used in literature to refer to a line of story. It is about how events flow from one another just to build a line of a story from beginning, middle, and the end. Most of the time, the story, of course, follows that sequence of events, and the plot also has various parts. Do you understand those parts? So, thank you so much if you understand those parts, which are exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and the resolution. So thank you so much.
My name is Jean-Marie Vianney Ntawirema. I am a teacher at secondary school. The school is the Rwanda Leaders School based in Rwanda district. I am a teacher of English and Kiswahili and in mobile arts for peace. I am a master trainer.
A master trainer of what?
I am a master trainer in mobile arts for peace, which is a project teaching people, teaching solving conflicts using drama. And I was trained, and now I am a master trainer at national level. So we've trained a lot of people, teachers from different districts in Rwanda. We have brought this approach of teaching using arts, especially music, dance, and drama. We introduced that in University of Rwanda-College of Education, where we worked with the professors and doctors just to figure out how we can bring this approach in teaching and learning process, just to contribute to Rwandan education.
Can you please tell us the context in which you were speaking that language?
Thank you very much for your question. It's good. Your question is great. So the language was named the Chichi, but the language really doesn't exist. It's not spoken anywhere. So it's a language that, in terms of arts, we made it, and we had the consent about speaking that. So I was trying to speak the language, and my colleague tried to translate the language. But the thing is that that is the kind of assessment technique when we are assessing our students' competence, understanding, and what they have got through the lesson. One is an expert. The game itself is called expert and translator. One was an expert, another one was a translator.
So, as an expert in literature, especially.
So, I was an expert. So the thing was that I was trying just to dramatize, speaking things, telling things, acting as a person, just talking about some issues, and his job was to translate, but the requirement was that himself had to understand the content and what we wanted to explain. So he was trying to summarize what the lesson was about. So for me, I was trying to speak things, and him using his wisdom, intelligence, understanding, skills about what the lesson was about, was trying to explain or to summarize the lesson, to tell the audience what the lesson was about. So the teacher used that approach to check the students' understanding after the lesson. So when I said change, that for him, he could imagine what I was performing, and just, of course, say that this expert is greeting you. So I continued explaining, talking, and for him, it was his job just to know what he had to speak.
So, first of all, plot is a term which is used in literature to refer to a line of story.
Yeah.
Okay, can we say that it is a joke or a comedy?
It's a kind of comedy, but that has the purpose which is to assess the understanding for the students. So it was planned, but the language doesn't exist. So that is innovation. That's innovation.
My name is Jerome Mbonigaba. In a real life situation, I am a teacher at a secondary school based at Rwanda district. The school is named GS Rwanda A, and I'm also a master trainer in the Mobile Arts for Peace, a project that uses arts just to preach peace and resolving conflicts in the community. This time I'm taking part in the project which is initiating to inform the curriculum just by using music, dance and drama to improve or enhance teaching and learning.
You were involved in a game whereby you were translating from a funny language into a real English. Weren't you tricking people? For what purpose were you playing that game?
As you introduced, I was involving in the comedy. So that's a kind of arts which people can even call a comedy or any kind of game. But the game is purposeful, or it can be used in various situations. That time we were playing as showing how that activity called expert and translator can be integrated into lesson by teachers while delivering the content. So it was not a kind of cheating people, but it was a purpose, as I said. The game can help people to speak out and even recall the content they have learned, and even apply some skills they got from the lesson through being motivated by that comedy to speak. To mean that it's funny and it can help even some students who are always shy to feel confident and speak
But
out.
are you used to playing comedies, or it is your first time?
Sometimes I do it, but it's not my professional. But I'm running to be professional in it, since I'm a trainer of trainers.
Can you show us or play any other small comedy that you have performed?
Yes.
Please do.
Imagine I'm a funny teacher.
Yes.
And then I come in the class. Oh, students, how are you today? I'm very happy to have you today. Hug me right now. So it's like introducing the classroom, just being dramatic a little bit, because the teachers do not be always serious. When I say serious, it doesn't mean to be people who do nonsense, but sometimes they have to introduce drama or any kind of funny activities just to engage learners in interaction with them, or so that they can build an image learners have to see themselves in the teacher.
When I see somebody is angry, is not happy, and I want to make that laugh, I can just tell the person to do what I do using hands, and you can use your mouth. Let me call my friend to come here. What I do, you do it. I use my hands, and you use your mouth. You will follow the direction of my hands. You will use your mouth. Thank you very much. Thank you. You're looking like the vampire. The vampire! Yo, yo, yo!
The vampire.
Yo, 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 the vampire. Yo, the vampire. The vampire. The vampire. Hey!
Thank you.